Hello, welcome in Sagittarius. This is your December reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Happy birthday to all the Saggies out there. It is a collective message, it's not personal, so don't try and make anything fit if it doesn't make sense. It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus signs. If Sagittarius is your sun sign and this doesn't resonate, then do go and check out your Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus signs. Also, another good tip is just check out the titles, and if it resonates with you, watch the video. And we have all 12 zodiac signs in our birth chart, and it depends what we're dealing with at the time. There may be a sign that we don't normally look at that might resonate with us more. So just bear that in mind. So Sagittarius for December 2025. What does Sag need to know? Lighten your load. Animals are significant here too. Okay. Lighten your load. Animals and compassion. Okay. Good luck. Do you work with animals, Sag? Or is there's something very significant around animals here? And I kind of feel this month now in December, it's going to kind of become willpower. There's something here that's going to become more dominant in your life. So whether this might be something you've been thinking about, protection is here too. So and passion is underneath that. So it's like I don't know if this is something you've been thinking of, Sag. You have a fondness of animals and you've been thinking about working with animals, or like I feel a good vibe from this. This is a good way to go here. This is what you're thinking. If you've been thinking about a career change and you're thinking I'd really like to work with animals, this would be good for you. But let's see what comes out for December. What does Sagittarius need to know, please? Star card, healing. What does Sag need to know? Tower. There may be something has happened with work, and it's kind of you've had to take time off from your normal job to kind of recuperate here, and it's made you question something. It's like, what I'm doing now, is it really what I want to do? What is it I would really like to do here? And there's something involving animals here. There's been some sort of realization. I kind of feel whatever has happened here, it's really like put you on your back. You've really had to sit down, and it's quietened the mind as well here too. So I kind of feel whatever has happened, it's kind of been like divinely guided to happen to give you a bit of time out here to think about things. Eight of Swords. So I don't know whether it's like there's been so much like mental noise going on or so much responsibility here that you've just kept pushing through, but you've been ignoring signs here. And the only way they could get through is to like for something physical to happen that you would actually have to sit down and assess things here. It's quite funny actually because here the star card is 17, the tower is 16, and the judgment is 20. So it's like this is like the end of something here. Six of Cups. Whatever has happened here, it's like this sit down has been the end. We're going back to childhood here, Six of Cups. Seven of Cups in reverse. So I don't know why you've been confused. There was a level of confusion here about what you wanted to do. Maybe like King of Pentacles. Maybe there was something that you really wanted to do as a child and it was like you were kind of like talked out of it, or that's not a good approach and you need to go in a different way, and you took that different approach. And it's kind of coming around here now of saying, "Do you know what? Like what I'm doing here, I'm not into it. It's not making me happy. I want to go, I want to go in a different direction." And you're thinking back to childhood and what it was you wanted to do. That old question, what do you want to be when you grow up? You're thinking about that. And it may have been something to do with animals, caring for animals here. Death card. So there may have been like a father type figure here that kind of talked you out of something and put you in a different direction here, career wise. And now something's happened where you're like literally having to put your feet up. You can't go anywhere. You've no choice but to sit and think here. And you're going back to what your childhood passion was, and you're like, I've injured myself here, I've hurt myself here, doing X, Y, and Z that I don't even really like. So I don't know if this is like a workplace injury or something here, that this has happened where you work on your way to work, on your way home from work. There's something here. It is like it's because of work it's happened, okay? Kind of went like a little bit of a hoarse throat there. So take that as it resonates. Something has happened here. And it's like, if I wasn't there, this wouldn't have happened. I don't even like it. I don't even really want to be there. So I feel it's something like a father encouraged you to do. Three of Swords, King of Wands here, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you were talked out of something. You were talked out of following what you really wanted to do here. So as I say, it's something to do with animals. It's either caring for animals like a rescue centre, or it's like a vet or something like that, or a veterinary nurse. There's something here like that. And it was like, no, that's not. But it was that this is a path for you here. Devil card. Funny, it's 15 now. This could be ages like 15, 17, 16, 20. Take it as it resonates. This is something like a childhood thing you wanted to do here. Five of Cups. Ace of Swords. Yeah, but you were talked out of it. You were told, no, that's not a sensible career or something like that. Maybe like you volunteered at something like this. Like some sort of, what's this? Seven of Swords in reverse. Maybe you volunteered in some type of like sanctuary or something here. And it was like, oh, it's all right to be like, or a part time job or something. That's all right for that, but it's not okay for the long term or something here. But actually, this is like with the protection card here and stuff. This is Nine of Wands. This is a way forward for you. I do feel this is your life path. Good luck here. Willpower, protection, compassion, animals, lighten your load. Four of Wands. Look at the cats. Like this is like home. Do you know what I mean? This is the home card. It's like this is where you belong, Sag. Or whoever resonates with this. There's a very strong connection with animals here. And I want to say in particular cats. And I know, I mean, this deck of cards, there is a lot of cats in it, but there's something here about cats. Two of Cups. And a slight itch. Three of Cups. Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's like some realization you're having here that like this was a path for you and you were redirected off it for whatever reason. Whether it was a fear that this sort of elder had, I feel it's like a father figure, it could be an older brother. It's like there's something here, they directed you away from this, whether it was some inner fear they had, and then it was like they put it onto you, and then you were like, no, I have to go and do like something justice. Seeing the truth about something here. I feel whatever this time out is giving you the you're now going to change things. Page of Swords. You see, I'm not somewhere I want to be. Nine of Pentacles here. You're single and abundant. Page of Wands. It's now time to make the decisions for yourself. So if you chose a career here, Sag, based on what a family member advised you to do or the direction they pushed you in, you're now going to change your career here. I feel you going towards like this is she looks like although it's like time out and she's like doing some self care, it looks like she's like reading or she's learning something here. You could be going back to study, Sag. You could be taking yourself back to college here. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment here. Something you should have done a long time ago. As I say, there's been there's been things happening all along, but I feel that because your mind has been so busy and you've been so transfixed on wherever you've been, you haven't had the opportunity to sit down and think about it, and they've done this. Whatever has put you, whatever accident, whatever it is that's happened that's made you actually have to take time out and sit down, it's been divinely done to guide you on the path you should be on here. Nothing is an accident. There's no such thing. The sun. If this has been a car accident or something, it's been divinely orchestrated to make you think. Listen, maybe it has been really serious, the fact of like near death experience or something here, Sag. And it's made you really go, hold on a minute here, like what am I doing? I'm wasting my time in a job I hate. I don't like it. It's not making me happy. What would have made me happy was what I wanted to be when I was a child. And that's what I'm going towards here. Big light bulb moment, Sag. Big light bulb moment for you. It's like I'm not no longer being, what's this? Six of Pentacles. It's like I'm pleasing me now. I'm not going to do what's pleasing everybody else here. I'm going to do what pleases me here. No more worrying about anybody else. Ace of Cups. What makes me happy? What fills my cup? So you may have chose something here. Look, you're very creative as well. There you are. Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess is here. The realization, juggling to make other people happy here, doing what makes others happy at the expense of your own happiness here, Sag. And you're saying no more. No more. This is about me. This is what makes me happy from now on. And this is the direction I'm going to go in here. Good for you, Sag. Right, let's see. Let's get one of these for Sag for December. If you're concerned about healing here, as in physical healing, as long as you take the time here, it'll be okay. So I don't know what that entails, but as long as you take the time it takes that you're advised to sit and rest, you'll be fine here. Grief, number 11, 12, fear, and 16, ancestors. There's a strong childhood thing here. See with these numbers. We have 11, 12, 15, with 16 out twice, with 17 with 20. There's a very strong, whatever was pulling you at childhood, Sag, that's your calling. Which one? I'm gonna read fear, number 12. Because that's the thing that kind of like holds us back the most. Fear, fear. Where are you? 35, page 35. Let's see. Fear. Our survival brain keeps us alive. It regulates body temperature, heartbeat, breathing, moving, resting, and feeding. It also allows us to run away from danger, fight to protect ourselves, freeze and play dead, and appease in order to survive. The survival network of the brain is focused on identifying and responding to threats and shuts down access to our frontal cortex if it believes a threat is present. This is useful when we are faced with a predator in the wild, as we need to respond as fast as possible to survive. However, if you didn't receive constant emotional support as a child, the survival brain will kick in anytime intense emotions arise. This is because the survival brain is equipped for emotional processing. All it can do with intense emotions is to freeze, numb out, fight, run away, or appease. None of these strategies offer the needed soothing to quiet the heightening nerve system response. This is what, there may be something here that you need to look at to heal from childhood, which is why childhood is so dominant. You may have had a very kind of like strict father figure. So, Sag, there may be a father wound that needs looked at here. The presence of the survival strategies is not a personal failure, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's just the way our brains were wired in childhood because of the lack of a reliable support system. As we reparent ourselves, if I could talk, it would help. As we reparent ourselves, we become the reliable adult of our inner child as we acquire resources to stay present to our feelings without allowing them to determine our actions. This card invites you to change the way your brain processes feelings and acknowledge and soften fears you might have been carrying your whole life. Your inner child. What is your inner child afraid of? Listen to these fears without judgment. Say to your inner child, it is okay to be afraid. Who we are all afraid sometimes. There is nothing wrong with you. From now on, every time an intense emotion arises, I will support you through it. Sad, you may have felt like you were controlled, that you had no. There's something here about like you were railroaded into something that you didn't really want. But it's like whoever this masculine energy is, they were like overpowering. So if this is apparent to you, Sad, you may need to look at some inner child healing here of like and how you process your emotions if you hold a lot of things in here. I feel whatever has taken place here, there's a massive change in you has happened, and you're now going towards what you want. So, Saj, if you resonate with this reading, I'm going to go to the extended. I'll take a look and see what we don't see coming, any blockages, what the outcome looks like, and we'll get some more angelic advice. So, if you want to come along, Saj, the links below, and I'll see you over there.